Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out the video, checking out the channel. This is a collective reading and it is timeless. So whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you find it, it's the right time for you to be getting this message. So we have started going through Kyle Gray's Gateway of Light Activation Oracle, and today's card is the Annunaki Light Codes, representing an energetic shift, new information in the end of a cycle. So very, very interesting reading that we'll have for the day. I will tell you before we go through the book and see the reading in the book, which will include 3 parts. It'll include a basic meaning, how to connect with the energy of the card, and then the specific message to us for this reading from this card. The first thing I want to tell you guys is a lot of times people get triggered. It's kind of crazy, especially in our community, our collective. And I'm talking about global, not necessarily the people that are following this channel specifically, okay? But I'm just talking about our collective as a whole, those of us that are, as you can say, into this kind of thing, that we are actively engaged in participating in the energy around us, requesting for divine guidance, reaching out to those angelic beings, our higher self, our spirit team, star beings. A lot of us feel very, very led to that area. A lot of other people, not so much. So the only thing I want to tell you guys is, the first thing that I thought of when I pulled this card was immediately, I don't know if I want to use this for a reading because it can be so explosive sometimes for people. And then I realized, of course, I'm asking the universe to bring whatever messages that can be sent through me directly, because I'm just one channel. I'm not talking about YouTube channels. I'm talking about channeling energy to you guys. That there's a lot of other people out there available as well. And if it's not something that resonates with you, you don't have to try to accept it. Just let it go. Let it be. If it wasn't your reading, there's a million, I have a million different other readings on this channel. You're more than welcome to go through the playlist and see if there's anything that you like with that. Playlists, plural. There's other channels on YouTube. So if there's something about Annunaki, or the spelling of the word Annunaki, this is an unusual spelling for it, as well as anything about the image on the card, just let it go. Okay? You know what resonates with you. You know what fits you. You do you. You guys, for anybody that's been here longer than just this first reading, that's the only thing I ever tell you all the time. Be your authentic self. Don't apologize. Don't look for excuses and reasons why you have to explain to people why something does or doesn't fit you. Okay? If eating meat is your thing, eat meat. If not eating meat is your thing, don't eat meat. Don't worry about trying to fit in with other people. You fit in with your tribe. You fit in with the people that are like you. And the closer that you can live to being your authentic self, and living your authentic life without excuses and without apologies. And it doesn't mean doing wild, crazy things that are harmful to yourself or other people, okay? Anything that you're doing with that kind of energy, you want to stop doing. That's a sure path to disaster there. You want to be always operating from a place of light and love, and I believe that that is what the energy of this card and this reading is for us today. Whatever your personal feelings are about the Anunnaki. All I will tell you is I'm really kind of a scientifically minded gal. If things don't make sense to me on a logical, scientific basis, I'm disinclined to accept them as truth. And the more that I've been studying our ancient history, I understand Zachariah Sitchin and Eric von Daniken, they have gotten some serious slams historically on their research, on what they're positing as being possibly true. Don't get caught up in the arguments. Don't get caught up in the fights. That's not what this is all about. We are simply supposed to, again, take what resonates for us and let the rest go as being something possibly someone else will resonate with it. So I see a cross. I see a cross like a rosy cross with the circle. And then I see this being of light coming through. And like I said, the one thing I will tell you is I don't believe that we just instantly 50,000 years ago decided that, oh, hey, we've got brains with unused parts in them that we can turn on and, start making tools and start making uh, plantings, start actually preparing harvests and planting specific things and building communities. We just started doing that on our own, right? Because we can see all of the other animals doing the same kinds of things where they're evolving on their own. No, that's not happening. The only thing I can think of that's close to that is some chimpanzee tribes are starting to do better with using tools. So, fine. You know, some of those of our history, we know that we are closest to the chimpanzees in terms of our evolution. So it doesn't make no surprise to me, that they can make tools. Octopus can make tools, and we know that we're not evolved directly from octopus. So it's not octopi. I keep wanting to call them octopi. It's a long preamble for this, but only because of the particular card that we've pulled. I see a lot of gold. I see a lot of yellow, which is 3D, third chakra, our solar plexus chakra. So I don't believe that we just instantly started doing this kind of stuff. I believe, and the more scientific evidence is showing, we have DNA in Denisovans that we cannot find common lineages for. They may very well have been giants of more than 20-foot stature, according to the teeth that they are finding that are definitely Denisovan. They're not bear cave teeth. So lots of things to consider when we are looking at this kind of energy. I do not disbelieve the idea that we may be third or fourth generation on this planet of restarts, and that other planetary beings from other dimensions, from other galaxies, from other parts of the universe, or from next door. I have no idea. I don't know personally, and I don't know anybody else that does, except for what we've been able to glean from our researches and from the information that comes to us that we recognize as being true to us from divine sources. So don't get hung up on stuff when you're looking at labels. Understand those are human constructs, and we don't want them to be dividing barriers. We want them to be different avenues that we can explore to get that closer connection to our divine selves and our divine experience. Let's take a look in the book now that we've gone through all of that and see what the reading says for our card for today, Anunnaki light codes, representing an energetic shift, new information, and the end of a cycle. The Anunnaki are a race of cosmic light beings who have been coming to Earth since ancient times. The Sumerians and Babylonians acknowledged them as the deities who governed the space between the worlds. The divine leader of this incredible race is the goddess Ishtar, a powerful figure similar to the Egyptian goddess Isis. The Anunnaki have taken many forms throughout the ages. They have an angelic, warrior-like quality and have appeared with wings, sometimes up to 4, and with an elongated head and face similar to that of an eagle. When the Anunnaki appear, it's important to know they are heavenly allies that are supporting our healing and ascension. In the distant past, they visited the Atlantean civilization and helped those who were lined with a spiritual path to ascend to the next dimension so they could leave the wheel of karma. They acted as divine judges, deciding who could ascend and who had to be left behind for the growth of their soul. Those who had abused their powers and had not honored the divine or valued the great gift of life they had been given had to remain for the cataclysmic ending of their civilization. For that reason, some people who have had Atlantean incarnations may fear the Anunnaki, but be assured that they are beings of infinite light working for Source. So how to connect with the energy of this card? Say, Anunnaki, 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 I welcome in the presence of the Anunnaki people. Thank you, angelic cosmic beings, for immersing my energy body in your light codes. And just sit with that for a second and accept the light codes from the Anunnaki, from the light beings that govern between the spheres. Beings of light, beings of love, just raining that love and light down all around you, through you. Our message: great change is coming to you, but this can only occur if you're willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know, this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you are wondering what is the best course of action, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to go with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, old ways of doing things must be released if we are to evolve. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, gifts, and what is important to you. You are standing at a gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through the necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are part of the new energy upon the earth. Okay, wow. Yes, I got an immediate sense of like putting on clothes. You try on clothes, you try on a new shirt or a new pair of pants or a new hat, new jewelry, new fragrance, new soaps, new lotions. You try on these different things and see what you like, what fits you, literally what fits you. This is the same energy. We are being invited to step through this portal of change, to leave behind stuff that may have worked in the past. That includes diets and exercise and ways of creating your home space around you. Maybe you've led a very austere lifestyle and now you're being encouraged. You're almost afraid of stepping out of that austerity and moving into an abundant mindset. Don't fear abundance. Don't fear prosperity. Don't fear success. And we can, because it's change. And we don't like change. As humans, change as a general rule, historically, back when we knew the Anunnaki personally, change meant bad things happened. So we got into a habit of fearing change. But that's not the case. We've evolved from that place. Now we can accept change that is working to bring us even more benefit for our highest and greatest good, and the highest and greatest good for all, because we are all connected. We are a collective. We are quantumly entangled in the quantum field, which I relate to being the same as the Akashic field and the Akashic records, that it's all just different names for the same thing. Our collective experience, everything that each human has lived, has become part of the record. And the Anunnaki light codes are bringing in even more light, bringing in even a higher index of light. So accept as much light as you can, as much light as is right for you, where you are in this space, because it's going to change. as you accept this new influx of light, this new increase of light quotient, you will grow and expand into that light and then be ready for another expansion somewhere in the future, in the past, I almost wanted to say. So be open to the light, be open to this energy of this reading for today. That is the reading for the day. I do hope that it resonated and blessed you. Feel free to leave comments about the card, about the reading, about anything that you would like the collective to send you energy of healing and strength and encouragement on specifically. You are always in my thoughts and in my heart. I am sending you love and light energy from this card, from this reading, from me, always 24/7. You are always connected to this light. There is never a point. It's only our human experience that separates us. All you have to do, close your eyes to turn out the world, and you'll immediately be able to connect to the energy of light and this expanded light quotient. Be blessed. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. Namaste and ciao for now.